Why would I give this away? It is worth at least 500s with a discount. It is worth like 650.
Yes, but your blacklist in Jabba's palace is worth quite a bit more, isn't it?
What?
Watcher just stares right at him. Your blacklist.
Why? Oh my God! What have you heard, little one? No. Jabba, the Hutts, they love me. They love Benny. What are you on about?
Watcher turns and points to the sabacc table, the table with sabacc cards on it, and says, "You're still cheating, and they don't like that. Your face is all over the HoloNet here. I can give your position up, or you can give us the helmet for free and also pay for the repairs."
It just keeps escalating.
So Benny's face darkens. Look, you think the Hutts don't know where I am? You know whose planet we're orbiting, right?
Sure. But Nar Shaddaa is a big moon.
Yes, it's a very large moon, but you think that when we're over Nal Hutta, they don't know where I am? You want to bring up my past here when we are haggling over the price?
Seems as good a time as any. Look, I don't know if we mentioned already, but we have been doing a lot of work for Jabba recently.
Oh, that's clearly a lie, right?
No, we were bringing him to Rancor. And I can't help but think, he might really appreciate it if we brought in his old friend Benny for a chat as well. Now, I'm perfectly happy not to bring you in for the low price of that helmet.
And the repairs.
Okay.
I'm thrilled
You weren't really bringing the helmet in, so I want you to roll deception for me.
Pardon?
You weren't really bringing in the Rancor.
All right.
I do. Sure. I feel like I want a deception roll out of that.
Well, I was aiming to coerce him there with a threat. But
I guess, well, he'd have to believe it first. At which point we can coerce him. That's how I feel it should go down.
All right. You want to team up on a deception roll, Watcher?
Deception. Sure. What is your?
Well, I've got 2 cunning and I've got 1 point in deception. Usually with group rolls, you take the highest skill and the highest space stat.
Well, I have 3 cunning and 2 deception.
All right, so
Jesus Christ.
I think basically roll with that.
All right, so take 2 boost die, considering the corner you guys have put him in.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Or me, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should roll.
Yeah. So Watcher can roll that with 2 boost die, and to deceive him that he's going to believe you guys are working for Jabba, like that will make it a hard check, 3 difficulty.
We got 2 successes and 2 advantages.
Wow. All right. You guys got any thoughts for the advantages?
He pees his pants. And he's so embarrassed he gives us both helmets.
I mean, I can only go with the first suggestion. So Benny,
there's 2 advantages,
Yeah, I mean, to get them to pee his pants is going to cost at least 2.
What do you think, Jason? What should we do with those?
What?
What should we do with those advantages?
You already made him pee him, so.
That costs at least 2. 2 for P, 3 for Brown. I'm just going to point that out for future reference.
Yeah, I'll put that on the list of house rules.
All right, let's add that in. That's good. All right, so you clearly succeed. Benny, whatever kind of Adam's apple he has beside that, but beyond that glorious neck fur that he has, gulps audibly at the declaration that you guys have been working for Jabba. Very recently, his eyes kind of dart between Watcher and Tim, And he's definitely broken a sweat at this point, and maybe he's sweating in more than one place.
Oh dear.
You too. I never should have let you guys in.
No,
Look,
you really shouldn't have.
Well, I can't change the past. Look, I can't just give you the helmet, but look, I'll give it to you at cost. It's damaged. I didn't pay much for it. 100 credits, and I know a guy that can repair it.
I'm gonna let Tim call out on that one.
100 credits, and you know a guy who'll repair it.
I mean, I'm just gonna put this out there. If you go for the negotiation check for free, you'll get a triumph and an advantage.
That is an option. You can still roll negotiation at this point.
Yeah, Tim's thinking about it. He says, sorry, there's a little chat going on here.
It's okay. Just talk louder than them.
And just be like, I'm Tim.
My make-believe character.
Tim Willikers. That's his last name, right?
I assume you're editing this out, so at that point, like Tina's mother just kind of starts questioning.
All right, so Tim's thinking about it. He's, I think I can manage because I like you. I like you, Benny. You seem like a good guy.
I am. Benny's good.
I can give you the cost of what it took us to get here. 30 credits.
30 credits? No. All right, roll it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know
So,
how to...
what are you giving him? Watch here, a triumph and what?
All right. Well, to assist him, have the ability or the talent rather called supporting evidence, and if it's a charm, hold on, look at the wrong thing. Charm, deception, leadership, or negotiation check, he gets an automatic advantage per rank. And then on top of that, the valuable facts thing from before adds 1 triumph. So he'll get a triumph and an advantage.
Wow, that is such a huge thing.
So negotiation against what difficulty?
Let's see. We'll count that whole thing as what Watcher is giving you. Negotiating with him at this point, he's kind of feeling like his back's in a corner. Yeah, yet he is a businessman. He has a bottom line to consider. He's got like 5 kids at home. They're all and a bitch because they're dogs. That's probably the right term.
He's also kind of in a bit of a hurry because he does want to change out of those wet pants.
Oh yeah, you might be right. I'm just quickly seeing. Oh wow, you can use the triumph on this guy. Oh, I'll read it out after. Okay, it's gonna be average difficulty. 2 purple.
All right, and that's just a negotiation.
So we add
another advantage and a triumph to that.
The triumph would count as a success, though. Because...
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
So that's a success with 3 advantages and a triumph.
You sound so enthused.
No, it's because I was reading at the time. So the triumph for negotiation. It's kind of interesting. Benny can pretty much become a vendor for you guys to come back to later.
Oh man, he's so intimidated that he's just going to go out of his way to make us happy.
Until he finds dirt on you. So we'll cross that bridge if you guys ever come back to see poor Benny. Oh, you drive a hard bargain, you and your little friend here. Where did you find that anyway? You're searching the HoloNets? I thought I turned off the Wi-Fi. I'll talk to my IT guy later. Look, 30, what was it, 36 you offered me?
30 credits, yep.
30 credits? Oh my God, my children will starve tonight. Look, how about, let's call it 50 credits. I'll give you the name of a guy, and I never want to see you guys again.
Well, I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it at all.
Come on, man. That's this even broken. And look, this whole thing I do where I try to haggle, criff that. I don't care. Look, broken. That thing's worth 150. I just want 50 credits. You get out. I never see you again.
Well, who's this guy? Who's this armor guy?
His name is Kenny.
He on Nar Shaddaa?
Of course he is. Come on. He's like next door over at that cup noodle place.
Seriously?
I know, right? It's his day job.
All right, fine. Tim gives him 50 credits and picks up the helmet.
Good pleasure doing business. Nah, it wasn't. Please leave now.
You know, you've learned some valuable lessons today, Benny.
Yeah, I gotta turn off the Wi-Fi and the router.
Turn off the Wi-Fi on the router, maybe get one of those entrance bells. All kinds of stuff you could learn from today.
I don't need it. What entrance bell? Why do I need entrance bell?
You said you wished you hadn't let us in. You could have kept us out with an entrance bell.
How would a bell? Oh, you mean like a doorbell? Is that what you mean? Like lock the doors and you gotta buzz you in?
Sure, I mean, this place is full of weapons. Someone could walk in here, grab one of those swords, stab you.
Don't touch those. Put that down.
I'm just illustrating the point. You know, we've provided a valuable service.
Yeah.
Have a nice
really.
night. Says, bye-bye.
Never want to see you again.
We'll be back.
No, please, no. So that'll be good. All right, so that triumph that you guys got. If you ever need somebody, Benny's there.
We're just gonna turn this into a thing now, where we say, "Yeah, we know a guy," and then we show up at Benny's somehow.
Yeah, because I'll have the map in Roll20 for a while. So by all means.
Just,
that's it. It's like can be spent to have a target NPC become a regular client or a specialist vendor. The NPC might thereafter keep an eye out for specific goods the PCs may be interested in or offer referrals to other clients in regards to the quality of his service.
Nice.
So yeah, you can call on him whenever you need, despite his protestations otherwise.
That's going to be awesome.
He was really impressed, at being so thoroughly outmaneuvered.
Yeah, so as you guys leave, he like heads back into the back room and it's kind of like walking like he's bow-legged.
Yeah, well. All
right, so he gave you guys a name, Kenny.
Kenny. We've spent an awful lot of time on my shopping today. Anyone else want to do something before we visit Kenny?
I have enjoyed myself despite it being just the helmet.
Yeah, I've got no complaints. I've got no real goals or ambitions. I have no idea. I've set driftless on a sea of Star Wars.
You're sitting there wishing this was Warhammer.
Nah.
Okay, what's Kenny? Which one's Kenny in here?
Yeah, where's Kenny at?
All right, so you guys are gonna go in?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's gonna fix that helmet up.
Apparently so. So as like the holographic cup fills with water and noodles and delicious space pork, there is an Ithorian behind the counter, and he's like the only employee in there. There's like a kid down the far end. Essentially, picture a froyo place and pretend it's all ramen.
Do they like extrude noodles through a nozzle?
Yes, they do. Different kinds of noodles, and then different toppings.
Sing when they get a tip?
No, it's not like that. Isn't that like the ice cream place that does that?
It's the Cold Stone Creamery, I think.
Cold Stone, Jesus. Hey, Cold Stone, if you want to sponsor us, feel free. I'll take free ice cream.
Been there a couple times. Their ice cream is pretty.
I love free ice cream.
Pretty good, right, Steve? Pretty good.
I was going to say fattening, but yes.
Yeah,
the two go hand in hand where ice cream is concerned.
True. Remember we had that once at Las Vegas with Smug, and he had ice cream soup.
I fucking love ice cream soup. What are you talking about? It's the best when it's melted.
That's good. Love it.
They do not have ice cream soup inside of cup noodle. What do they call it? Cup noodle galore?
Cup noodle galore.
Noodle galore. Yep,
I
that's
do have a
what you
memory.
called it.
Tim glances around at one of them. He's like, is this real Gamorrean meat?
Of course it is. It is the most authentic Gamorrean meat you'll find this side of Gamoria.
Says the Ithacorian behind the counter.
Wow.
Watcher abruptly loses all interest in eating this.
All right, Watcher's confirmed a vegan. He's going to tell us about it.
You Kenny?
That's not my actual name, but people that call me Kenny, yes.
Ah, great. Benny recommended your services. Good friend of ours.
Yeah.
Nice guy, Benny.
Benny is a sabak cheat, and I don't want to play with him anymore.
No, I wouldn't blame you. Real cheater, but you know, seems all right in terms of his wares, right?
I guess I don't buy from him. I'm not into the whole cosplay thing.
Yeah, neither am I. But he said you might be able to help me out with some
Okay,
real armor repairs.
Kenny is looking you up and down as you say that.
Look, my armor is very well maintained.
Okay, whatever. You want cup noodles?
Well, I've got a different kind of cup I need your help with. He says, and he holds up the helmet. This thing's taken some damage. I hear you can help me repair it.
I'm not sure if it's damaged. It might not hold the broth.
The only thing it's got to hold in is my brains. I don't want you to put noodles in here.
We don't keep brains in the add-ins, if that's what you mean.
Kem looks directly into the camera and raises an eyebrow.
Alright, you want me to repair the helmet is what I'm hearing.
That's correct.
Humans. Alright, you leave, I can, let me check that, and yeah, Kenny will reach for the helmet unless otherwise stopped.
Yeah, I'll show him the helmet.
Yeah, looks like it's a bit banged up. I can repair it maybe, but I still have to work for a couple hours unless one of you can take my shift.
Cooking? How novel.
Who's the chef on the ship? I want to
We
say
have an auto chef.
Yeah, but I mean, someone's got to be into cooking.
This feels like a Jason thing.
Is it a Jason thing?
This feels like a Jason thing.
You guys think Jason's the cook?
I feel like Jason's totally someone who likes to think of himself as a cook.
Or is it that everyone sits at a table waiting for the meal and Jason is like in one of the little wings of the ship with the microwaves going, heating up TV dinners?
That or he's like, his last name is actually Belcher.
Just chopping up hot dogs into macaroni and cheese. What a good cook I am. Sure, Jason will work it's cup noodles. It can't be that hard.
Famous last words.
Yeah, we're going to find out, apparently.
Yeah, I'll take your shift, pal. I'll take however long it takes. I won't take your whole shift. I got things to do later, too.
Look, I gotta check it and check my gear. I gotta drive home where my anvil is. I know, right? A real anvil and a furnace. Anyway, I need like 90 minutes and then I'll come back.
We'll keep you company, Jason. Can you make vegan ramen?
Just don't add any meat. I would have thought that was obvious. There's no Gamorrean added broth over there on the far wall.
Excellent.
Please don't eat all the add-ins while I'm gone.
You probably have to use like a vegetable stock to get a vegan ramen going, because
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sure it's all synthesized.
Look, it just comes in a big bag, and I put the bag in the machine and turn the heater on.
Nah, it's a franchise.
I'm sorry. What did you expect with cup noodle?
Yeah, I guess that one's on me. Anyway.
All right. I can do this for you. I mean, I haven't worked on one of these for a while. Maybe 50 credits, and I'll do it for you.
50 credits. Well, if you're as good as Benny says you are, that seems reasonable.
All right. I'll be back in a jiffy.
Is it jiffy? Does that mean 90 minutes?
I
Tim
think
says,
so.
turning to Watcher.
Yeah, it's Nar Shaddaa slang. Jiffy needs 90 minutes.
Jiffy. I'll have to write that one down.
The Athorian slowly exit like a sloth moving across a tree.
Tim picks up one of the wrappers, paper wrappers, and he gets like a space chopstick, and he pretends to be writing on the paper. He's like, ha, check this out. I'm making a book.
Jason puts on the cardboard ramen hat, and he is prepared.
All right, now we're going to switch over to the made RPG rules for the next section.
No. As Tim is saying that, the Rhodian enters, and he hears it, and like he turns just white,
Poor guy.
and he turns around and just kind of staggers out of the building.
Oh,
Ah,
Oh,
Griff, you just left me a sale, Tam.
I'm sorry, Jason. I can't wrap my head around the idea of books.
I bet this poor schlub works out of commission. I could have got that 5 credits or whatever. I don't know how much this guy's making. Probably not enough.
definitely not enough.
Once the Empire takes over, I'm sure his wages will be adjusted to be more appropriate.
Oh, Jar Jar's coming in for noodles.
No. The door's open and a Gungan walks in. He's wearing some tight leather.
How tight is this leather we're talking?
It's very tight. It definitely makes him look like a roguish rapscallion of a Gungan.
Tammy was a neutral nod, as one does when someone else enters the same establishment.
So Tim and Watcher are just kind of standing there. Are they pretending to work, or?
We're pretending to be... Well, I'm pretending to be a patron of this establishment.
Yeah, I imagine Watcher and Tim are actually like maybe eating.
Oh, definitely, yes.
Even though the poor guy asked you guys not anyway.
Well, we're paying for it.
Order an actual food. Come on.
Oh damn! You guys are paying for it.
Yeah, why not?
I don't think Tim was going to.
It can't be very expensive.
Tim was going to steal from this poor alien that he looks down upon.
Well, yeah, he looks down upon the alien, but the alien's also providing him a service.
It's by the weight, so the average bowl by the end is probably like 12 credits.
It's an expensive bowl, but those are
And
franchises.
it depends on how
for you.
much you add in. If you just get the noodles and the broth, it's probably like 6. But once you start reaching for that Gamorrean, man.
Tim was having a hard time holding himself back from grabbing that Gamorrean meat. I'm probably gonna have to do a discipline check on it. Let's find out.
By all means. 2 difficulty.
Okay.
Average. And he succeeds. So
Rolled
he
one
only gets a
success.
little.
Only gets a little Gamorrean meat. It's his favorite, just like Mom used to make.
So no doubt the rest of the crew make fun of Tim's weight from time to time. Is that how I'm reading this?
He does have a bit of a paunch.
So the Gungan kind of walks in and immediately becomes very animated. He's kind of like waving his arms. He kind of returns Tim's nod with his tongue hanging out.
Ooh, Misa love cup noodles.
Yeah, you should buy some, Tem says. I did, and it's delicious.
Yeah, that's why Misa here.
Great. That's good. Tem's kind of trying to like break eye contact at this point.
So the gun gonna go through and then checks out. And then he leaves.
Does he pay?
Of course, he pays. And he kind of leans into Jason as he's paying. He's like,
Oh, Misa love cup noodles.
Hey, great. So does everybody. They're fantastic.
Tim, I have a gun. I'm not sure whether to use it on him or me.
Well,
Come again.
well, the gun leaves, and then moments later, the Jawa from earlier walks back in.
Tem reflexively checks his pockets.
And at this point, we can just smash cut back to Benny.
Star wife.
Yep, Star Wife. The Jawa's at the back.
That Jason did not do his job correctly. He didn't care.
He didn't care? Did he even take the money properly?
He took the money, but he didn't care. He didn't care about any of these Jawas or Gungans
Damn.
or Clatoonians.
So only the aliens got bad service.
Well, also, so did the people. He
The
was
people? Damn.
He was very rude
Wow.
to everyone.
Turbo racist.
No,
Or
he's not racist. He hates everyone.
He was equally rude to both near
Rudest.
humans and Jawas.
All right, so Hannibal Lecter walks in.
Hey, that's the guy working on the Death Star.
Hello, Jason. I hate rude people.
I keep trying to do a fucking voice for Mads Mikkelsen, and it keeps coming out Irish. And I fucking hate it. No matter what I do, I keep going to my wife. I'm like, "Oh, hello, Will. I am Mads," and it just comes out like, "Oh, hello, Will. It's me, Mads."
Okay. That's
Maybe I
terrible.
do.
Can't believe I'm going to tell you about the
other.
Undertaking, but I hate rude people. Oh, Faith and Bagora.
They're always touching me lucky human thighs.
Uh,
I don't have a baby attached to me like you, Doro.
it was nice having Irish viewers for those few years.
Do you have Irish viewers?
Look, I'm moderately mediocre in the UK, just like everywhere else.
Dog. I don't know if you want to call them the UK to keep those Irish viewers in check.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
that
true.
seems a little,
Yeah.
little messed up.
In the UK and Northern Ireland.
There you go.
Ireland is a beautiful nation and sovereign and delightful.
I quite like Irish whiskey. If you want to try one, I recommend Red Breast as a starting point.
My mom was in Ireland recently. She bought a bottle of Middleton whiskey, 180.
Oh, nice choice.
I'm sure your Irish viewers know we're just taking the piss, as it were.
I think that's more of a UK thing.
Nah,
So-
I think it's
You
I think
having
it's
a laugh? You having a laugh, mate?
No, that's definitely UK. There, that's
Ah.
like
Yeah, it's pretty good. Did you,
You're-
Steve? Did you try some of it?
I did. It was good.
Oh, so are you past the wall
I don't know what that means.
when you first start drinking whiskeys? You typically are affronted by this wall of, oh my God, this tastes like medicine.
That's weird. I like whiskey's always been my favorite alcohol whenever I drink, but
Well, you might be past the wall.
I must be.
Because then you reach a point where you can start picking out the flavors. You can pick out like how peaty it is, or whether it was, getting some notes from the barrels that it was stored in.
I don't drink alcohol that much though.
Well, you got to change that. You're a writer, sir.
Speaking of passing walls, I see Kenny has passed through the
Hey,
walls of his
don't try to
establishment
get me
again.
back on track, Father of the Year. I'll get back on track when I'm ready to do so.
Okay. I'll just
I'm
RP
out of
with
order.
Kenny.
All right, so Kenny walks back in and he's got his data pad out and he's kind of shaking his head.
I've got all these bad reviews all of a sudden on Space Yelp. Very weird.
That's odd. I mean, we just had satisfied customers.
there was a Gunkin in here. He loved cup noodle. He kept telling us all about how much he loved it.
Oh, that
He
guy.
said that many times.
He's here like 3 times a day. Always eating the noodles. It's not healthy,
Well, he doesn't need to know that.
He doesn't need to know how much spice is in the meal.
Ha ha ha. So, how's that helmet?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it's done. I fixed it up for you.
Well, I appreciate it.
That'll be 50 credits, and I assume you paid for the bowl in front of you.
Of course I did.
I trust you. 50 credits.
I give him 50 credits.
And he pockets it and he gives you back the helmet, which is pretty much back to normal condition now.
Perfect. Tim puts it on his head, even though it's currently not in a matching color with the rest of his armor.
For another 65 credits, I can color that for you.
That's all right. I got paints back. I got paints. I appreciate the hard work you put in. It looks great. I'll leave you a good review on Space Yelp.
Please do. Ever since that Koji ramen moved in across the way on the other side of Benny's.
All right, smash cut to later.
Goodbye.
All right, so you guys gonna call that taxi back?
Sure, we'll see if Driver Taximan is available.
He is.
Perfect. Hey, driver.
Hey there.
Nope, gotta turn it around.
Well, thanks for the info. I guess we got to get to the spaceport. Anything you guys need to do?
Yeah, you guys didn't play Benny at Sabak, did you?
Absolutely not. Never play a cheater.
Watcher nods his head, just agreeing with that.
All right. So which spaceport we headed to?
The one we're parked at, Tim says. Tim says the name of the place.
Oh. Jamali Spaceport. All right. No problem.
Yes, that's the one that I said.
Yep, that is. I just wanted to repeat it for confirmation in my voice system here. I don't normally talk this slow. All right, let's head off.
Star Wipe.
Nice.
No.
No Star
Yeah.
Wipe. Oh man,
No Star Wipe.
Is he gonna try
No
and
Star Wipe.
Is he gonna try and mug us?
No Star Wipe. No reason.
Okay.
So you guys are flying back. about what did I say earlier? About a 30-minute drive back across
gonna
Nar
make us do
Shaddaa with
this,
all of its glowing lights.
It's gonna make us do this one in real time. So
It's awfully tempting
because I wonder how the other teams
I do
doing.
need more whiskey and water. But no, he's just kind of driving along. You guys need to talk or anything like that?
Tim's leaving a nice review on Kenny's Space Yelp, but it's all about armor repair and nothing about the noodles.
All right, so Tim's distracted. Watcher and Jason, roll perception for me, please.
sure.
Gonna be average difficulty, 2 purple.
Perception, you said?
Yes, indeed.
I triumphantly failed.
Oh,
You sure did.
you get to keep the triumphant effects, at least.
All right, triumph on a perception. Notice details can be useful later. Okay, that'll work. Maybe we'll see.
And Watcher
All right,
got
so Jason-
2 successes and an advantage there.
Yes, indeed. 2 and an advantage for Watcher, who definitely notices the fact that your taxi is being followed by another taxi.
Nice.
Yes. So a couple of turns happen. And, it might be like a casual thing the Watcher ends up noticing. But the taxi is a little too close, and it also has a cat in it. And it is definitely following along with you guys. And Jason does not notice this, but he notices that the meter is being run up quite ridiculously. It's almost like the driver didn't stop it earlier.
I'll
Which
I'll
is,
point at the meter and nudge Tim as he's space texting Yelp
Tim,
about how great Kenny is.
Tim's like, and also the seams are hardly visible from the repairs. Excellent job. Highly recommend Kenny's cup noodle galore for all your armor repair. Yeah, what's up?
Hey!
Yeah.
This guy's trying to screw us.
How is he?
Look at this. Look at this.
Tim looks over at the meter.
the driver is like looking at you guys as you're back there.
Good. He should know that we know.
So is he trying to fleece us, or is he not aware that we're getting followed?
He is not doing his job right.
No, I asked that deliberately aloud.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Tim looks out the back window.
I'm just not sure if they're in cahoots is all.
It seems like they must be in cahoots. Trying to overcharge us, lead us into an ambush. Classic guerrilla tactics.
So it's at that point that you guys are now looking behind you and talking, whereas you probably weren't that much before. The driver, who now has sweat on his brow, clicks something, and a faint gas starts pumping into the back seat.
I fasten my helmet.
It's a good move.
This thing's got windows, right?
It does have windows, you're right.
I start.
And the driver is partitioned away from you guys.
I shoot the partition, but not at the driver, just so that the gas will go through it as well. With my blaster, if you want, with my blaster pistol, not with my rifle, obviously.
I don't know. It seems to me like you'd get your big rifle out.
Yeah, haul it off my back with its strap that doesn't really work very well.
It's too short due to your paunch.
Yeah.
I think we figured out the reason.
The reason it doesn't work properly.
Indeed. All right, so you're just gonna like try to break the glass, or
Yeah, I'm gonna try and blast through the partition so the gas is also in his compartment. Hopefully, meaning he'll shut it off.
all right, so you shoot through the glass, and it kind of leaves like a blaster-sized hole through it. So the gas is definitely going to his side as well, and the driver is like kind of starting to sweat even more and looking rather frantic. He starts pulling at the wheel.
I look over at Jason and cock my head towards the window next to him.
Oh, well, I guess I'll. All I have is my big rifle.
Now, do either of the two of you besides Tim have a helmet at all?
No, Watcher's just got clothes. He can like put his mouth to his sleeve, which might kind of help, but not really.
I mean, I have the crash suit, but usually probably have the helmet clipped my hip or something.
Yeah. So you probably don't walk around with it on all the time like a weirdo like Tim?
Yeah, no, probably not. Probably when I'm out and about and like civilized, not space flying around space. Probably just wear a shirt, some cool pants.
Damn. So stylish. All right, yeah. Feel free to do whatever. So what, you're gonna use your big rifle for it?
I guess I'll try and smash out the window with my big rifle. Just smash out the window with the butt. Just
yeah. So I guess wise to what's going on. Yeah, you just kind of bring the butt of the rifle up and you just start smashing it. And it takes a few attempts, but eventually you get the window to at least, fracture enough that some of the gas is kind of going out the window. A few more hits and you'll probably get it.
Well, I'll keep working at it because, oh boy, gas sucks.
What's Watcher doing at this point?
I mean, his inclination would be try to hack the systems, or excuse me, slice the systems of the cab, but I'm not sure he'd really have time for that.
No, I don't think so. And probably not an access point back there, besides like the card reader, I guess.
Tim shifts the aim of his blaster to the back of the driver's head and says, "Shut that off." You want me to do a coercion on that? Or?
I don't think you need to. I mean, if you want to, again.
If I don't need to, I'm not going to.
Yeah, but you don't know what way I'm going to decide. So the driver, he's only got the rear view mirror, and he's also now getting affected by the gas. So one of his eyelids is kind of drooping further than the other. It's more of a knockout gas than anything that would otherwise kill you guys. And he continues to pull on the wheel as the ship now veers out of the lane of traffic. And he kind of responds to Tim. You guys shouldn't have messed with the voiceless diathum.
Dun dun dun.
Yes.
What's a voiceless diaphragm?
It's the people we're chasing.
It's the diaphragm.
Okay. Is he steering us towards somewhere to land?
It's more at this point. He's just kind of pulled on the wheel. You guys are headed towards a neon sign that is attached to a building.
Griff. Was it Dr. Vec who had the only rope?
No, I had the rope.
Oh,
I was
good.
the one who used points to get the rope.
Thank goodness.
Do you have any more rope?
Of course, I say.
No, don't worry about that. Are you planning on doing anything before impact here? Or?
I'm going to try and... I assume we're going to try and not be in a car crash.
That'd be a good idea. Yeah.
Well, I mean, how bad could it be? Star Wars.
Okay, how big is this? How big is this cab? Like,
It is pretty much the size of a normal taxi.
can I reach the steering wheel if I smash through the screen, the divider?
If you get through the screen, and get the screen far enough out of the way, because it's not really going to shatter. It's more like you'll bash it in.
Right.
If you can get it out of the way enough, yes, you could kind of like crawl halfway into the front and wrestle with the driver for the wheel.
I'll assume that Jason's got the rope thing under control, and I will attempt that. Tim tries to bull his way through the partition or push it down. Maybe using his big rifle, pull that up to try and use it as like a lever to push the partition down or something.
All right.
What am I using this rope for?
Yeah, what is he using the rope for?
Are we like steering the car like
Are you
horse?
guys? Yeah.
Like
What are you telling him to do with his rope?
We're in a flying car that's about to crash into a building, right?
Yes.
So it might be in our best interest to do some Indiana Jones shit and try and grapple that rope.
He wants a whip.
Try and grapple that rope so we can all be dangling from the building instead of crashing into it or something.
I'll do my best. I don't think ropes work that way, but I'll do my best.
This is a Star Wars rope, Jason.
Okay, fair enough.
What's a Star Wars? The driver says.
It's like the Clone Wars, but the space part.
I had the titular line in Star Wars. I came up in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon, and Han was teaching Luke how to drive. But I said, I'm sick and tired of all these Star Wars.
You shouldn't have messed with them.
Yeah, I got it. Shut up.
All right, so you push the screen in, so it's really coming down to whether Jason can lasso the wheel. Is that what we're going with?
Like lasso a building so we can all...
Oh, you want an escape plan. You don't care about the wheel.
I'm trying to get the wheel.
Why
If I can't get that... The partition between the driver and me.
What do you need that for if you're just trying to escape?
We've got a two-front plan going on here, Smug. I am trying to wrest control of the vehicle so that it doesn't crash. But should that fail, my compatriot Jason is attempting to procure us an escape route.
All right. Let's see.
Don't worry, Smug. I was confused.
Yeah.
Were we all just planning to crash into a building here?
I mean, sure. It wouldn't end up badly. I'm the GM. I'm not going to kill you guys.
I think we were actually crashing into a sign, which would give, presumably.
Well, it's attached to a building.
Right, but it's not going to be as hard as a building entry would be.
I mean, the building's right behind the sign.
Well, anyway, the only thing Tem is doing is trying to get control of the steering wheel.
All right.
Yeah, let's see how that goes for.
Okay, so Tem, I'm going to have you roll. Man, can I have you roll just straight up brawn for this? I feel like it probably is.
Or would it be brawl because I'm fighting him for the controls?
Well,
it's probably brawn.
I don't know if you're ever really meant to straight roll the characteristics, though.
I don't think.
What do you think, Steve?
Athletics. That's the kind of...
Athletics it works.
All right, we can roll with that.
Okay.
Like, is he really going to be like an obstacle? Because he's kind of, doped.
Yeah, it's more getting through the screen, I think, is going to be the more difficult part.
Can I get a boost for using my rifle as a lever?
Yes, you can.
Okay. What's my difficulty on trying to lever this window open so I can get to those controls?
All right, trying to get through it and get to the controls. You shot a hole through it. You do have a boost due to that. The shot through it will negate the setback I had in mind for it being more or less tempered. Let's say average difficulty. It's not the first partition you've broken down in your military career.
Absolutely not.
That time you had to interrogate a prisoner that was already in prison.
Okay, I got a success and 3 advantages.
All right, so you bust right through it, defying age.
Yeah. As I do, there's a musical
Asian,
sting.
no doubt.
Imperials! Criff, yeah!
And that's kind of what is probably going through the head of the driver as you kind of wrestle away the wheel and you start pulling it to the right because it's veering to the left toward the sign that says Toastland.
Mm.
I know, it sounds delicious. So that'll come into play. Now you're playing otherwise. All right, I mean, 3 advantages. You get control of the wheel. The impact is going to happen, but it's not going to be as bad.
Okay.
That's my thought.
Is it possible I've pulled the nose up enough so that once we crash through the sign, at least we'll be maybe parallel to the roof beyond it?
So, like, you'd be on the roof?
Yeah,
or still moving?
Well, I mean, I don't know how much momentum we'll have left, but at least maybe we can skid on the roof as opposed to crashing like nose first into it or whatever.
We can definitely go with skidding on the roof. Maybe.
Okay.
So in the meantime, what is Jason doing?
He's clutching a rope, looking very confused.
I guess he has smashed out the window.
He's just gonna exit out with the rope.
He's gonna
Screw you guys.
It's gonna last the whole building, I suppose.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I thought it would be cinematic and cool.
No, it is. It is. He succeeds, but since the cab is still going, both of his arms rip off of his body.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
I'm gonna have to get robot arms now.
Yeah,
that's where C-3PO's other arm went. Jason has it now.
Oh, I love it. I mean, do you want to escape, Jason?
No.
You don't want freedom?
I mean, we've got the windows open now. It's probably ventilating, and I just took a pretty big hit of gas, and I'm sure.
No doubt.
I'm sure anyone without a helmet is feeling kind of not as crazily heroic at the moment. They're probably like, "Oh, I'm a sleepy man."
I love sleep. Okay.
I'll just air out the cabin.
All right. Well, I'm not going to have you roll for that. That's already happening.
Excellent.
All right. So, I guess as far as the cinematic is concerned here, Tim kind of like bursts through. He kind of pushes the glass divider into the driver, which makes it very hard for the driver to do much of anything. And you know, these are mere heartbeats going by, and with each thump, it's kind of like a flash showing the cab getting closer and closer to this big neon sign of Toastland, which is very apparent from the holograms nearby, a place to get the best grilled cheese sandwiches on Nar Shaddaa.
Are you secretly hungry?
No, this is actually tied to the other tabletop group. They were here earlier.
Oh no!
Okay.
I'm not lazy. Shut up. So the moments kind of tick by, and then the front of the cab is going right through the O and the A of toast, and for all that it's, there's a hologram nearby, it's still a neon sign, and that kind of erupts into sparks that kind of temporarily blind everybody. And then the cab is just sliding across the roof and smashes into the far edge of the roof, where there's kind of like a railing there to, because people like to get on top of Toastland.
Oh, of course.
Who wouldn't? Get nice and toasty up on top of Toastland.
I love to be on top of Toastland.
Yeah, they've got a little sign inside. If you want to go up, it's like 5 credit. It says "Get high on Toastland."
I mean, it's literal grilled cheese sandwiches. I don't know what you're going for there.
'Cause you're going high. You're going on top of the building. Come on, Smug.
I mean, we're all high right now. This is probably like a discussion that the designers had months ago. It's like, I don't think that's very accurate. We're miles high right here.
They're getting even higher. They're getting even higher, says the intern.
I don't think the grilled cheese is going to be that good. I mean, it's blue for starters. Who wants to eat blue milk cheese?
But that's why we keep adding in the spice.
Oh. And then the two designers high five. And so back in the present, it is crashed on the top of Toastland.
I've seen this before.
You have.
I did see that screenshot.
Yeah, I showed you guys this. I gotta draw the top of Toastland. One moment. Come to the fore.
It's an excellent quadrangle you've added.
Thank you. Definitely not accurate. So it's kind of like half teetering off the edge. It's managed to pierce the railing on the other side, and it's doing that precarious teetering thing that any good movie would have.
Tim's just like,
It's a
out.
Yeah.
Yes.
As that, Watcher is quite high on, knockout gas, he's going to crawl out, probably over Jason, and then just fall out of the window. Hopefully on the side that is where the roof is, and not the other side, which is a very far drop.
And that's no problem at all. If you all want to exit, you all exit.
Okay.
And the cat jumps
There's
out
a
as
cat
well.
here
Because
up in
these cats are
Toastland.
everywhere.
Yeah, Nar Shaddaa is known for its loft cat population.
The feral loft cats, they just took over as local apex predators.
I think so.
Hey, there's a hot dog cart up here. Finally.
Yeah, there is crime scene tape around that.
Oh. Unfinally.
Watcher will start coughing and say, those guys that were following us are probably hot on our trail.
Tim's already got his rifle unslung. He's like, we gotta find some cover.
Can we fix the taxi and get the hell out?
The taxi creaks ominously as those words leave Watcher's mouth.
Jason,
Yeah.
can you tie one into that rope around the T in Toastland?
Sure. Jason will actually anchor the rope fairly well. He's doing the toast time.
No, we'll
I
attempt
can't-
to. Sorry, go ahead.
I can't grab my man.
Oh,
Oh,
you
no.
can't control the tokens? That's weird. There's two of you. Fuck.
Oh no! Which one's the real Jason?
Your doppelganger comes out of the other taxi. God damn it, we're at the front. Fucking A. There we go. Oh, am I on the wrong layer? I sure fucking am.
Give me the man.
French. Can you move him now?
Yes.
Alright, you do what you gotta do.
And I'll
We'll,
attempt to tie the other end of the bumper of this car.
Watcher, is the weakest physically of them all, was probably going to just lie on the floor and think happy thoughts.
I'm supervising.
Alright, so you're just what? Just kind of lean off the edge, Jason, and tie the T?
Yes.
Good thing you guys went through the O and the A. All right, go ahead and just roll your, I want to say coordination.
Sure, we'll do. Is it like
And
an
just
average? Or...
make it average difficulty too. While I kick the cat out.
Bye, Jack.
Smug! Smug, it's me! Jack!
You sound just like him. All right, 2 successes and a threat. So you definitely tie it off, and it's a very sturdy one, but then you start to teeter over the side.
Tim is just looking at Watcher like, go get him, go get him, go get him.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I mean, Watcher make the attempt, but he's neither fast nor strong.
Yeah, but Tim's holding onto a car right now, so.
And then Jason dies.
All right, so it sounds like Jason's falling.
Well, Watcher's making the attempt. I'm just saying it's not a very good attempt.
All right, well, you'll get there just in time as like Jason kind of falls over the edge. You'll be able to grab a hold of his ankle.
Tim tries to finish tying off the knot quickly so he can go and help.
Jason kind of like hits his head on the tee.
Oh no!
Oh, dang.
Aw.
I mean, not severely, but it's it's gonna leave a mark.
Is it his face that hits the letter?
Up to Jason.
Just wondering,
Probably the forehead.
just wondering if
probably
it's
the
you know the area between the eyes and then down the nose, you know the T zone.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're gonna ignore that.
Goodbye, everybody.
Yep, that was a good session, guys. So we'll come back in Christmas night. All right, so the car is tied off. That's not going to fall in the immediate future. So if you guys want to pull Jason up, you can certainly do so.
Yeah, Tim hustles over to help with that.
And it's definitely going to coincide with the other taxi showing up.
Great. I'm glad that we're all lying on our asses right now.
You're all prone. That gives you an advantage to ranged attacks.
All right. Oh boy, I'm sure glad this is our situation right now.
Let's move you all over to the T. All right, so you guys are all there. The taxi kind of just pulls up, and two guys who were probably in that elevator earlier kind of leap out. And they kind of crunch down on the cobbled, no, just the loose gravel that's on top of the building for whatever reason.
Oh,
I
it's
bet it's just an asphalt roof. All right.
I guess so. They're very retro in this area of Nar Shaddaa.
I mean, it's asphalt steel. It probably has steel on the end of it because it's
Yeah, that's
space
right.
future.
That's the brand name, Asphalt.
So are these actually humans, or are they also Rhodians who have human tokens?
No. They're both humans. They're both wearing. They're definitely dressed for work that is similar to your own. They're both wearing armor. They just both kind of just crunch down onto the surface, and they're already unslinging their rifles.
Okay. Do we have to roll initiative now? Or?
They're probably going to shoot at you, so yeah, we should probably do so.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, been a while. Let me
Yeah.
clear that existing order first. Don't roll yet.
This is the first actual combat for this team. Just so we mark that.
Yeah. And what did I have to do to make it happen? I had to ram it down your throat.
How long have you been hoping to get us into a combat?
Nah, I haven't really been.
All right. Are we doing cool or
guys-
vigilance here?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Oh, you guys are getting... I don't think you guys are really cool right now.
Well, we kind of know it's coming, though.
Yeah, you kind of do, so go ahead.
It's the
You
same
do
either way for me.
vigilance.
So
Damn it. Let me re-roll that.
wow, that's a good initiative. I got 3 successes and 2 advantages.
There.
I need to clear out the 1-0, one of them.
Yeah.
Let me just do a couple of NPCs. It's just the two of them. I definitely have sheets for them. I'm not just going to make everything up right now.
I believe you.
don't believe you.
Why would you? God, that is not sorting.
There you go.
God, you guys rolled well.
Well, we're waiting for the.
I should not be rolling this shit out of a minion stat sheet. These are not minions. That doesn't matter.
Oh dear. Okay, so
Yeah, so they are approaching. They're unslinging their rifles. They're not really saying anything right now, but they're already starting to draw a bead on you guys. But we do have two PC slots up first.
is Jason still dangling, or have we pulled him up?
He is still dangling.
Okay.
Nice.
Or no. That's a little unfair. You guys are like just finishing hoisting him up at this point.
All right.
Also nice. I'm good either way.
Even nicer.
What could be finer than to not be dangling from a roof in Carolina?
Oh,
Indeed.
Space Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Space Caroline.
So who wants to take the first PC slot?
I probably should.
Well, what you got for
Yeah,
me, Mr. Tim? You've got two hired goons. Well, probably more than that approaching.
Well, I'm going to take the bodyguard maneuver. And Watcher's next to me, so I'm going to suffer a strain to upgrade difficulty of attacks against Watcher until the start of my next turn.
All right.
Yay,
Is
my
that
fleshy
a,
body.
Is that an action or a maneuver?
As a maneuver.
Okay.
Now I have to remember how to take strain. There it is. Okay. As my action, I'm going to shoot my rifle at these guys.
All right. Which of the two do you want to shoot at? We'll call them lefty and righty.
Which one looks faster?
Definitely righty.
And that's the one I'm shooting at.
All right. So for the purposes of this, you guys are across like the narrow part of the roof. I guess it probably wouldn't be. Whatever. We'll say you guys at this point are all at short range.
Okay.
So just one difficulty on all your ranged attacks.
Yeah. I think I have something for that too. But I can't remember what it is at the moment, so I'm just going to go for it.
Check your sheet. We'll edit it in post.
Fine. Something with on my gun, but no, I think that's engaged only. Let me double check though. Blaster rifle, attachments, forearm grip. Decrease the additional difficulty of making ranged checks while engaged. Okay, so that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have a point blank mod, but I think that's also just engaged.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, so just a regular old attack with the old rifle there.
Okie doke. Take one setback die because this guy has some defense.
Okay.
Whew.
Okay. So success and 2 advantages. So that'll do 10 damage.
Yep. All right. For your advantages, you have any?
Oh, what can I do with an advantage on an attack like that? So, let's see. With those advantages, can I... I'll take one to heal the strain that I just took, because I'm going to need my strain. And for another advantage, maybe that guy is a little off balance, so it'll set up Jason or Watcher for a good shot. So he's primed to be shot, which will give a boost die to one of those two.
All right, we can do that. Yep, so you recover 1 strain and you'll add a boost die to the next PC, which we are coming up to. And you've done a good damage strike there. Where were you aiming for? Just in general, or?
Center mass. I'm a soldier.
You sure are. So that kind of catches... what was I calling this guy? I was calling him Righty. You catch Righty kind of in the left shoulder there. And it actually burns through the little pauldron he had there, kind of right through. He kind of half staggers back. And following up shortly for that, we have another PC slot. Who wants to take it?
You want to go, Jason?
Sure, I'll go. Which guy just got shot? Righty?
Righty. That's right.
Okay. I'll pile on to Righty. Cause
Shit,
I'm
poor Righty.
in the cab behind them, and
yeah, it's a working cab, no less.
Way better than our cab.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it? It doesn't have a gas trap.
That remains to be seen.
Yeah, just watch. Next session, you guys are in that cab, and that guy's like, "You shouldn't have messed with the diaphragm." They're just gassing everyone at this point.
All right. So, what do I need to do?
All right, so you're going to shoot at him. Your difficulty is going to be 1 purple. You're going to get a boost die from, no doubt, the instructions of Tim there, or at least, knocking this guy slightly off balance. And you'll take a 1 setback die, 1 of the blacks.
How do I just add that in a weapon roller? I don't remember how to do this.
You can just set it in the dice pool at the top if you want.
No, I found it.
You found the thingy. You put the 1D in.
Boosts are blue. Setback is black.
Such a fancy man you are.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
He actually takes 11 damage. Point blank is short or engaged.
Oh. I mean, I can't change my first answer, so 10 damage.
All right, if you want to go
I'm
against
kidding.
the rules.
I'm just kidding. You can
Breaking
have
the
your
rules,
11
Smug.
damage. I mean, you should have told me the first time. So, did I break the rules?
All right, so Jason, shoot that dude.
Yeah, shoot him.
Sorry, that was
2 difficulty.
Boost, a black. Okay, thank you.
Yep. The 2 Bs. You got 2B.
Blast him, Tim says, because
I think I did that right.
Stormtrooper.
Yeah, it looks like it. Well, you did 2 difficulty. You only had to do 1.
Yeah, the black didn't come up. Hold on, let me just roll the black. Instead of being BL, it is, you have to type in BLK.
No, that's bizarre. Well, it didn't really change things.
Yeah, you got an success and an advantage with your E11 blaster rifle.
Well,
Yes.
It only should have been 1 difficulty.
Whatever.
Well, all right. We're just gonna go with your outcome. So you definitely hit him. You're just raining it down on this poor schmuck known as Righty. What is
Take
the
it, Righty.
Yeah, he is taking it. What is the E11?
What's the?
It's just a blaster rifle. It's a regular heavy blaster rifle. I just call it the E11 because that's what stormtroopers use.
Oh yeah, it's like their general purpose rifle.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's real pretty.
Tim's the only nerd who has refurbished a DC-15A blaster from the Clone Wars.
I can't wait to kill you, Tim.
He's a big nerd.
He's a bigger nerd than me because all I knew was, stormtroopers, they use the 11 blaster rifle.
Well, you knew even more than I did, so who's the nerd? Nerd.
Okay, let's stop arguing over who's the nerd.
Edit that out.
In this
so
online
like
Star Wars
know what I'm talking about.
tabletop game.
So definitely the E11, the classic stormtrooper rifle. Kind of rings out that pew and catches poor Righty in his other shoulder. And that's another 10 damage on top. So he staggers back and he kind of clutches at the railing behind him at the point. Guys, I'm soaked. But anyway. however much gets through his armor at the end of the day. It looks like he's pretty close to going down.
Good.
And at this point, are all three of you still lying on the ground?
Yeah, so far.
I mean,
You assholes.
it helps keep the rifle steady. So
Shouldn't have
yeah.
told you guys that it makes it harder to shoot you.
I knew that, though.
Did you?
Yes.
All right, edit it out in post so it sounds like I knew it and you didn't.
All right, I'll do that. I'll definitely do that.
I mean, how do you think my cut's gonna come out? You'll just be stuttering and stumbling on your words all the time as I loop it
fine.
endlessly.
You do what you gotta do, man.
Oh, I will. Where is the actual? It's a maneuver to drop prone or get up. I'm just checking my. I actually have a GM sheet thing now.
Yeah, one of those guides.
Yeah, what's the actual term for that wall that the GM sets up with all the things on the
Screen.
GM
inside?
Screen.
Yeah, that's the word I wanted, nerds.
I'll edit that in post too, so it sounds like you know what that was.
Have you guys realized yet that Steve really runs these sessions? Where is it on this thing?
You added setback to all ranged attacks against a
Well, I
prone.
know, but you think it would be listed on here somewhere.
You'd think it's on page 203 of the Edge of the Empire book.
Man, you memorize that.
No, I looked it up.
I'm gonna edit that so it sounded like Steve just knew it. All right, so Righty is like stumbled back against the railing. He's like both of his shoulders are smoking at this point, and his face is definitely contorted in pain. Lefty, however, continues to advance on you guys. You all never should have messed with the voiceless diaphragm, he says as he kind of unleashes with his rifle.
Even though Tem's wearing a helmet, it's very obvious that he's rolling his eyes right now.
What, just like he rolls his neck.
He rolls his eyes so hard that the internal speakers in his helmet pick it up and transmit it.
Damn. So here's a good callback. He's firing a disruptor rifle.
Oh no!
Ah,
Oh, that's funny. I got these adversary cards, so I pulled out one of the bounty hunters. And there it is, the disruptor rifle. Go figure.
well, it's nice knowing you all.
All right,
going on?
so
Are we
of
dying?
course he's gonna shoot at Tem.
Sure.
What kind of defense do you have there, Tim?
Well, I'm lying down, so that's the defense I have.
Well, it doesn't stack, huh? That's interesting. Or do you straight up have no defense against range?
No, none
Wow,
of us
you have
have
no-
armor that's that nice.
Huh.
I do.
Yeah,
you got
like
defensive
everybody
armor?
does. Everybody on the other side has got like really cool armor.
Well, we don't. I just have riot armor.
Yeah. Yeah, I cock blocked you like crazy, Tim. That's kind of funny. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right armor doesn't have any defense, but it does have 2 soaks. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. All right, so his disruptor rifle kind of comes up and he squeezes off a blast, aiming right at Tem as he's lying on the ground there.